The first impression is everything, especially in the world of music. Debut albums have the power to define an artist's career. In the first video, we looked at some of the biggest debut albums of all time, and in this video, we look at 8 more. Madonna by Madonna. It was released on July 27, 1983, as the debut album of the pop icon. It first debuted on number 190, and later peaked at number 8 on the Billboard 200. The album catapulted her into pop superstardom, with infectious tracks like Holiday and Lucky Star. The songs climbed the Hot 100, with Lucky Star peaking at number 4. Madonna showcased her undeniable charisma and set the stage for her long reign as the queen of pop. The album was praised for its catchy pop tunes and Madonna's charismatic presence. It earned her a Grammy nomination for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance and received multiple accolades. Songs in A minor by Alicia Keys. It was released on June 5, 2001 as Alicia's debut album, debuting at number 1 on the Billboard 200, selling over 235,000 copies in its first week. It introduced us to Alicia and her soulful vocals and piano skills. With chart toppers like the lead single Fallen, it captivated audiences due to her raw emotion and introspective lyrics. Critics hailed the album as the groundbreaking fusion of R&B, jazz, and classical influences. The album earned her 5 Grammy Awards, solidifying her place in the music industry. Mariah Carey by Mariah Carey. It was released on June 12, 1990, as Mariah's breakthrough album, debuting at number 1 on the Billboard 200. Mariah's self-titled debut album heralded the arrival of a vocal powerhouse. Singles like Vision of Love and Love Takes Time topped the Billboard Hot 100, with Vision of Love becoming Mariah's first number 1 hit, first of many. The album has now been certified 9 times platinum by the RIAA. Mariah showcased her stunning vocal range and became an instant sensation, and this album started off her career, earning her 2 Grammy Awards and paving the way for her legendary career. Baby One More Time by Britney Spears. It was released on January 12, 1999, as Britney's debut album. It debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and sold over 121,000 copies in its first week. The album ignited a pop phenomenon with its iconic title track, topping the charts worldwide, and Britney becoming a global sensation seemingly overnight. The title track also topped the Hot 100 and became one of the biggest hits of the late 90s. The album has now been certified 14 times platinum in the US. It had infectious pop melodies and Britney's star power, and solidifying her as a pop icon of the late 90s and beyond. Let Go by Avril Lavigne. It was released on the 4th of June 2002 as Avril's debut studio album. It peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, selling 62,000 copies in its first week. It was a slow burner. The album introduced Avril as the voice of a generation, with anthemic tracks like Complicated and Skater Boy. It captured the angst and rebellion of youth culture with her punk-inspired sound. It had multiple hits, with Complicated reaching number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, making Let Go a defining album of the early 2000s. The album established her as a leading figure of the early 2000s pop rock scene and earned her multiple award nominations, including Best New Artist and Best Female Rock Vocal Performance. Channel Orange by Frank Ocean. It was released on July 10, 2012 as Frank's debut album, starting off at number 2 on the Billboard 200 and selling over 131,000 copies in its first week. The album marked the arrival of Frank Ocean as a visionary artist. With its genre-defining blend of R&B, soul, and hip-hop, the album earned critical acclaim, scoring a 92 out of 100 on Metacritic. The album had some hits, with Thinking About You peaking at number 32 on the Billboard Hot 100, praised for its bold experimentation and emotional depth, and solidified Frank Ocean as the leading figure of his generation. The album won the Grammy Award for Best Urban Contemporary Album and earned a nomination for Album of the Year. Doo-Wops and Hooligans by Bruno Mars. It was released on the 4th of October 2010 as Bruno's debut album, starting off at number 3 on the Billboard 200 with sales of 55,000 copies in its first week. Bruno's debut showcased his infectious blend of pop and R&B, with chart-topping singles like Just the Way You Are and Grenade. It solidified his status as a certified hitmaker. It was full of infectious hooks and great vocal performances, receiving positive reviews from critics and establishing Bruno as a rising star in the pop music scene. The album earned multiple Grammy nominations and won the Grammy Award for Best Pop Vocal Album. Justified by Justin Timberlake. It was released on the 5th of November 2002 as Justin's first solo album after his time as a member of NSYNC, debuting on number 2 on the Billboard 200, selling 439,000 copies in its first week. The album marked Justin's transition from a boy band heartthrob to a solo sensation. It spawned hits like Cry Me a River, which peaked on number 3, and Rock Your Body, which peaked on number 5, showcasing his versatility as an artist and establishing him as a force to be reckoned with in the world of pop and R&B. The album won the Grammy Award for Best Pop Vocal Album and earned Justin multiple Grammy nominations to start off his solo career. What debut albums did I miss? Tell me in the comments below.